Well, hello everyone. This is a black screen, you might be thinking. Give it a few seconds, okay? In fact, let me just check and make sure we're properly recording here. We are. Okay. Well, hopefully it loads. This project just came out. It's Project Eden's Garden. Which is, it was a Danganronpa fan game at one point, I believe, that has evolved into its own thing, sort of like a Mother 4 situation. Except it hasn't taken, 10 years to come out. And it looks very promising if it would load. So, oh, there it is. This is a Danganronpa-like. All we have right now is the prologue, I believe, but it works out because I was going to do Your Turn to Die, right? And then I realized, oh yeah, the route I want to starts at the end of Chapter 2. And the closest I can get, or the end of the first part of Chapter 2. And the closest I can get to that from the stuff I have left over is by using the chapter select menu. And that only takes me to the beginning of Chapter 2 or past the point I need to be at. So I have to play through the beginning of Chapter 2 again. So instead, we're going to do this today because it's all I can do. It's very interesting. Oh, mouse. Is it enter? I thought it would be like an RPG Maker style. I'm not entirely sure how. I'm going to go with normal because I don't want us to be murdered. I want to play the game. I think I'm supposed to be able to see my mouse, but I can't yet. Not really sure. I know nothing about this game, so purposefully, obviously. Let's see what happens. I don't even know who the protagonist is. I'm guessing it's this blonde guy that I've seen in the promotional art, but it could be anyone. Life has no meaning. I guess I'll just give him my protagonist voice. Okay, so it is Mouse. Life has no meaning. We exist just by chance, born to a planet that didn't want us to begin with. It's up to the best of humanity to give the world a purpose. People like me. Those who shine brighter than the others, who have an influence on our greater society. Ultimates. We're known as Ultimates. That's a bit of a high praise for the Ultimates, all right? So some of these people are like confectionists. Like, I know it's you're powerful, but come on. Ultimate titles are awarded to exceptionally talented high school and college students. Doctors who can cure the incurable, engineers who build machines to improve millions of lives, the most influential politicians, and the most creative architects. Those are the people who deserve lifelong recognition, who define what it means to be a true ultimate. Oh, he's like slightly British. Okay, well, I can do that. Is this whole thing going to be voice acted? Probably not, right? This guy doesn't seem very fun to be around. And now? Just now? Okay, no. We're back. To Mr. Damon Maitsu, the ultimate debater. Congratulations. For your contributions as an ultimate, we cordially invite you to attend Eden's Garden Academy, a specialized college for academic-based talents. Specifically academic-based talents. So does that mean we're not going to have any criminals this time? At our unique academy, you will not only develop a tighter grasp on your respective skill set, but you and the other ultimate students who receive this invitation will gain an ever-important proficiency at leadership, communication, and persuasion. In an age where anyone can be called ultimate, we hope you will join us and assume your rightful place as the true face of talent. These people sound lovely. Please keep the contents of this invitation, as well as the attached registration materials, strictly confidential. The integrity of our program is built on a foundation of privacy. Oh, it looks pretty nice. It kind of looks like the X-Men Academy from the movies. You know? Eden's Garden Academy. An ultimate academy for true ultimates. Isn't calling your academy Eden's Garden, like, signing yourself up for trouble, you know? It was built in partnership with the Ultimate Talent Program, a government institution that has awarded ultimate titles to people for almost the last century. You don't apply for the UTP's schools. They scout for their students, which is how I found myself receiving a letter from Eden's Garden Academy. It looks to be an amazing school. Immaculate architecture, incredible workspaces, and access to resources beyond anything I've ever seen. Everything about this school is perfect. It's truly worthy of being called ultimate. In my 18 years of living... Okay, so we're a little bit older than your average Danganronpa student. I have accomplished more than most people could ever dream of. He does, you know, it's kind of fitting he's got that British thing, because he kind of reminds me of Ray Makaru, just a little bit in the way he's talking. Within this random and chaotic existence, it feels like I was destined to be great. After what seemed like hours of waiting, the train arrived before me. It wasn't as nice looking as I expected, at least not for a school of its caliber, but it was undeniably the one. With luggage in one hand and a pamphlet in the other, I boarded the train. This is the start of my new life, the start of an even greater career. For the first time in my life, I'll finally be among people as great as I. I feel like you would say as I, right? Feels like you would. Huh? Everyone's dead. Oh, we're all on the train together. Is there somebody wearing a Power Rangers costume in the back? There's like a Street Fighter character. I'm trying to guess. You know what? I'll guess their talents when they show up, okay? Okay. In front of me, spread out across the train carriage, was a group of strange-looking people. A girl with pink hair, some guy in a wolf costume, one guy in a weird beanie staring intensely at me. There's a beanie man? Oh, I see him. He's in the back. I bet you he's gonna be the... There's also someone wearing like a... What do you call that? The Russian hat, you know, with the two flaps. What the hell? Are these creepy people really attending the same academy as me? Apathetic to my situation, the train continued from its halt. Looks as if I'm stuck here for now. I guess I should find somewhere to sit. Who's saying that? Guy with lock around neck? Yeah, okay. He's got a butterfly on his shirt. Pink hair. A lock. He could be like a hairstylist or maybe a florist. That's my thoughts. I'm probably wrong. I don't think he's like a locksmith. I think the lock is probably not. It's like a red herring in this guessing game I've created. Anyway, what voice is he gonna have? Hello, can you hear me? I seem to have caught the attention of one of the other passengers. What do you want? He's got a snake tie. I just realized he's a Slytherin. Cool. So, I was wondering something. Whatever it is, I'm sure you can ask an employee. I'm honestly not in the mood. Oh, sure. Frowning and dropping his head, he walked away. Howdy? Is this the guy with the glasses in the book? Howdy. Excuse me, but you don't happen to know when the final stop is, do you? Oh, that was a girl. Okay. A girl's voice suddenly chimed in from behind me. Oh, can people just leave me alone for 5 minutes? Not a clue, but you can try looking for... The words got caught in my throat when I turned to look at her. This woman had to be twice my size. Huh? Is something wrong? Don't fret it, darling. I'll just see who else is around. With a small wave, she walked away. The people here just keep getting weirder and weirder. I really hope none of them are in my class. Oh, we're all in your class. Not wanting to be bothered any further, I quickly found myself a seat by the window. The situation was nothing like I expected, but at least the view from the train was nice. Mountains framed by a deep blue sky, crystal clear rivers that sparkled like jewels in the sunlight. It couldn't be more of a radical departure from home. Scenery continued to pass, time flying by with it. The chatter from the others on the train eventually softened, leaving just me and the rolling mountains. We're all standing in the same place. She kind of looks like Katara from Avatar, although she has like a bolo tie, so... Nearby, a woman in professional attire turned up her nose to the air and started sniffing. Guess from that? Tracker? Hunter. Maybe? After a moment, the expression on her face turned stone-cold serious. The air doesn't smell right. Huh? The air? Yeah, see her up close is funny. 1v1 me? It's literally got a sickle on it. Ultimate communist? I think the other girl with the pink hair, who was gonna have Mew's voice probably, because she reminds me of Mew, is Golfer, I would guess. She's got like energy drink on her hoodie here. Skateboarder? I don't know. That's just the weird guess I've got, maybe. Okay, this guy's got to be like librarian or bookkeeper. Or I don't think author. Although maybe, because Toko is technically a novelist, but maybe he's a poet? I don't know. Could you describe it? Kind of chemically. It's almost like it's coming from that bag over there. She pointed to a travel bag at the opposite end of the car.
Oh, shoot. You mean there's one right next to you? I don't smell anything funky. Well, that's probably because of the helmet.
Is that your bag? Everybody here looks like they'd have the British accent. That's trouble. He's got a sheep lapel pin. The other guy's definitely like snowboarder or dirt biker or maybe Daredevil even. This guy seems like he'd be a butler or CEO maybe. He's got a sheep though. So maybe he is CEO and he's like, everyone below me is sheep.
Nope. I think he's got this voice, yeah. It was already here when I got on the train. It's weird. There ain't a name tag or anything.
After inspecting the outside of the bag, he began fiddling with its lock. Pop. Cool, you got it open.
That wasn't the lock.
Did he, like, pop his back or something? Okay, this girl... Not a lot to go on here. She's wearing, like, an academy uniform with, like, a dragon bracelet? I'm not really sure what that is. It's got to be a dragon, yeah. But I think she's got something in her hands. It's either a purse or she's wearing, like, some sort of specialized glove. I can't really tell yet. So maybe Archer, if that's... no, actually I can see it. It's like a purse. Maybe she's a lucky student.
Yeah, bro. I'm all good.
Yeah, I chose the right voice.
I just feel kinda...
Okay. This guy is also competing for
this voice as well.
But I guess he's going to have like the Hajime treatment from Stratu, where his voice is going to be that, but just a little higher. Sailor, maybe? Like, there's a lot of nautical imagery here. I could see him being like a sword fighter even, like he's a pirate. Or brawler, because he looks like a Street Fighter character.
Christ almighty!
Okay, no, this guy's definitely an archer. No, okay. She's got a quiver. I think I found one that I definitely got right.
Did he just pass out?
Okay, yeah, this guy's the Nagito for sure.
Whatever do you mean?
From the same end of the car, the guy who'd been staring at me earlier.
I'm not feeling so good either.
Oh, what did you just say?
Good night.
What the?
People are dropping like flies.
Oh, crap! Somebody get help!
Let me try to alert the conductor or whatever.
She ran over to the door that connected the adjacent car.
It's not opening. Why isn't it opening?
Okay, this guy's got a really deep voice, so it's funny that I'm giving it... Maybe I should swap them. Because I feel like the biker guy was slightly less deep-pitched, so...
I'm gonna try my hand at it. Can you step aside for a sec?
He yanked at the door, but...
Damn, the car is locked up tight as a prison.
She's got a British accent? Oh, man, no. What am I gonna do? I still think it's golfer. It's just the vibe of having the visor and the sweater tied around the waist. I don't know why, but that's what's giving me that vibe. She also kind of has the same color scheme as Kahili from Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon, also in Sun and Moon. Except it's like swapped from clothes and hair, which is funny. I think I still have to give her this voice, because look what she's saying.
Huh? But I left to take a piss like an hour ago.
Let me try something else.
The big man rolled his shoulders and threw himself against the door with all his might. He groaned and stepped back, revealing he hadn't even left a mark on the door.
What? That did nothing?
A swan. Hairpin. My guess would be... What would you call that? Not ballerina, but like someone who performs in a ballet. Because I'm thinking like Swan Lake, Nutcracker type stuff. Like that's why she's wearing this outfit. It's either that or she's like in a marching band, maybe. I could see that.
Ah, there's another boy who's fallen, and a girl too. Why is everyone passing out?
Shit. Maybe it's got something to do with that bag we... The air around me had grown thick with a strange pungent smell. I could taste it, feel its sting in my eyes. Oh God, no. Don't... As the futile plea left my lips, I felt my strength trail away with it. The world flickered around me, and then... there was nothing. Oh, we're doing like the Danganronpa 1 chapter openings. That's so cool. I love those. I'm guessing that's like a phone vibrating. Huh? What is that humming noise? It sounded almost like an air conditioner. But if it's an aircon, why am I so warm? Uh-oh, we're in prison. I weakly opened my eyes. Above me was a concrete ceiling. Oh, okay, no, that's the ceiling, okay. A concrete ceiling? My body is so heavy, but I had to get on my feet. I had to see where I was. No. Somebody else is dead here. This is like a Your Turn to Die opening. Like we're gonna do a trial or something. I see like a pipe puzzle potentially in the background. I'm afraid. It's a girl. Could it be that she's... No, she's still breathing. So she's asleep, like I just was. Kneeling down to her level, I reached out my hand to shake her. Hey, can you hear me? No response. Bringing my face closer to hers, I repeated the question. Hey, can you hear me? Why isn't she waking up? Damn it. Do I actually have to... Ah! This girl's giving me some Samugi vibes, which I'm afraid of. Her eyes snapped open, causing me to jump back. Oh, okay.
I was just testing you.
Lots of feathers. This girl also has a feather in her hair. I don't think I guessed her yet. She could be a chemist? I guess I'm just saying that because of the white coat. But it's not a lab coat, so... She also looks authory. I have to remember, this is supposed to be like an academic school only, right? So maybe my assumption of sword fighter and motorcyclist was not correct, but I really don't know. Maybe she's lucky because she's got like a feather, like from a crow, and crows are signs of bad luck. That's a stretch. Anyway, testing me
to see what you would do. It's not every day you find a body on the floor.
So you were awake that whole time?
I woke up before you, yes.
And she just let me sleep? How long was I out for?
I don't know. I didn't wake up that long ago. When I first came to, I was also startled to see a stranger. One can never know if they're in the presence of a friend or foe. Which is why I needed to see for myself how much I could trust you.
She's got... Okay, maybe she's like a... She's got like a crow pin as well. Like a mortician? Or... What do you call a person who studies birds? I've totally lost it. Because I was like, oh yeah. And then I just got entomologist sticking my head. Anyway, and I don't think that's right. It's not arthropods either. Because that's like spiders and crabs. I think? No, that's arachnids. I'm confusing myself. Okay. By lying on the floor and making herself vulnerable? Jesus, she makes no sense. This guy is great. As an excuse to break off the conversation, I started to look around the room. It was definitely some kind of boiler room, but there didn't seem to be a light switch anywhere. The only light came from a vent far back into the room. Looking at my close surroundings, I was standing on a platform with stairs that led down to the rest of the room. The lower floor was mildly flooded. I'd say the water reached a little above my ankles. It was a place that had clearly been abandoned for some time. Even with all the strange things around me, my gaze kept returning to this girl. There's something about her that seemed almost familiar. I mean, she was on the train, right? Wait, that's it! She was on the train I boarded! Oh, okay. We're not strangers. Hey, we've met before.
On that train?
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Things turned upside down not long after you arrived. A strange smell started to come from that travel bag, and then everything went black.
Right. Just what the hell was that?
I think it was a chemical agent. The bag must have been equipped with a gas bomb or something. Someone clearly wanted to knock us out.
Sounds like she's been thinking hard about it. Maybe that's why it took her so long to wake me up. Sure, I was thinking the same, but whose bag was it? Why did they want to knock us out? And why aren't we on the train anymore? Where are we?
Considering our surroundings, some sort of boiler room?
As she raised a hand to push up her glasses, something large and metallic on her wrist caught my eye. That watch? It looked vaguely like a watch? Also, I just realized her hair, like, is a gradient to gray. It's like black to gray, which is weird. Actually, it's white. It's not actually gray. You call that gray hair, but it is white. Hey, what's that on your hand?
You tell me. It appears you have one as well.
Oh. Huh? At those words, I looked down at my hand. Well, he said it. Sure enough, I was wearing the same device. It had been fitted tightly around my wrist, but it felt as if I was wearing nothing at all. I just realized he has the ahoge in his hair. It's just a little bit less noticeable because it's smaller than, like, Makoto's. Hey, I'm not wearing this! As I grabbed hold of the device and pulled, a tiny surge of electricity ran through my wrist. Gah!
Sorry, I should have warned you. If you try taking it off, it shocks you.
Thanks for the heads up. Shit, what's going on here? Why am I wearing this weird shock collar thing? Who put this on me? Also, I just realized he's wearing a snake tie going to Eden's garden. Uh-oh, are we the baddie? Probably not.
You can't touch the screen, though.
Huh?
See? Like this.
She tapped the face of the device. It slowly lit up and displayed a holographic image. Oh, so like a watch.
Mm-hmm. It's just projecting a blank screen for some reason.
Oh, like a watch that can project a hologram. I don't know, maybe this world is fine.
Either way, it seems we're stuck with this device for the time being. Well, you're standing there. The least you could do is give me your name. We didn't have much of a meeting on the train anyway.
Damon Maitsu, ultimate debater. I'm a student at Eden's Garden Academy.
How interesting.
What is?
Thank you for telling me more than I asked for. It's nice to meet you.
I'm sure it is. The pain from the shock was finally subsiding. It's as good a time as any to get a better grasp of this room. Maybe there's something in here that can explain the flooding, or even better, that annoying mechanical noise. Oh, here we are. Welcome to Project Eden's Garden. A lot has happened already, and I'm sure you're eager to investigate. But there are some things you should get acquainted with first. To access the trinket, or as Damon so colloquially put it, the watch, simply press the F1 key. That's interesting. To view past dialogue, press F2. Okay. To access observation mode, press the Enter key. Press Enter again to exit this mode. And use WASD keys to pan around the room. Oh, okay. If you ever need to revisit this information, check out the control panel. It's F3. That's all for now. Oh, okay. You pan around the room, but you do still have control of the mouse. I was like, what? That makes sense. But the mouse can't move the screen. I guess it can if you press this button, probably. Never mind, I'm looking at this. There's a generator under the vent. Is this what's making that mechanical noise? Seeing it in the water put me a bit on edge. I was thinking of checking out the window above it, but now I'm not so sure. We're in a puzzling situation. There might be something useful in this pile of dusty boxes. Light bulbs, duct tape, a bunch of screws? No, there's nothing in here but junk. Cool. More boxes. I mean, I gotta check this out. Him? Staring at me from the corner of the room was an expensive-looking security camera. Had this been recently installed, it seems better suited for a vault than a crappy boiler room.
You noticed that camera too?
Yeah, it's really out of place. Do you
think someone is watching us through it?
It doesn't look like it's turned on, so I doubt it.
I see. Perhaps that's for the best.
What do you mean?
If someone is watching us, it's possible they are the person who put these wrist straps on us.
She makes a decent point. That seemed to be it. The room's too run down for me to investigate anything else. Oh, I was going to investigate the pipes and talk to her, but... Out of the corner of my eye, I saw Eva approach the pile of boxes and fish out a light bulb. Then, without hesitation, she chucked it into the water. What are you doing? All of a sudden, she jumped off the platform we were standing on and into the water. Seriously, what the hell are you doing?
Exploring.
You're not worried about the generator?
Look at the light bulb I threw in the water. Notice how it isn't flashing? That means the water isn't conductive.
Fair enough. I guess she's not worried about getting her shoes wet either. I was going to say, that's pretty smart. As a way to test that. Okay, just give me a second. I took off my socks and shoes and quickly rolled up my pants. Trying to hide my discomfort behind a cool face, I descended the stairs into the murky water. Look, man, I get you probably got designer shoes or whatever, but there could be rusty nails in the water for all you know that you can't see. Like, this is you called the room run down. The mechanical noise is even louder now. It sounded like it was coming from the direction of that vent. Yup, it definitely must be this generator. We're lucky the water isn't conductive. Those exposed wires would be bad news otherwise. For such a small generator, it sounds like it's running a lot of power. It's surprising how all this noise alone wasn't enough to wake us up. Whatever knocked us out on the train must have been pretty strong. Anyway, that explained that whirring noise. I wonder where all the power is going to. High up on the wall was a vent. What could be on the other side? I yawned, I'm sorry. Do you want to look through that? Yes, I do. All right, I have an idea, but it'll take some physical effort. Like what? Like getting on my shoulders. I'm not doing that. If you get on my shoulders, it will give you a boost, and you can look through that window. Fair, but shouldn't I be the one giving you a boost? I don't think you could handle it. Okay. I mean, to be fair, the man did just take off his shoes before getting into ankle-deep water in this dire situation, so you know what? Maybe he couldn't handle it. Saying that, she stooped in front of the generator and motioned for me to come over. Make sure to tuck your feet behind my back. I waded over to Eva and awkwardly positioned myself on her shoulders. Oh, looks like a Hope Speak Academy room for me, yeah. Well, do you see anything? Yeah, another vent, and a room just beyond it. Can't see what's inside the room, though. Both these vents are in the way. Taking a closer look at the boiler room vent, I noticed there were hinges bolted in the upper corners. Does this mean the vent can be opened? I'm sorry, doing the British accent is making me yawn for some reason. Wrapping my fingers around the grate in front of me, I pulled as hard as I could. Hey, I got it open. Can you see better now? Although the second vent still obstructed a lot of the room, I was able to make out the legs of tables and chairs. They were pretty fancy looking. It's the floor of some fancy room. We must be in a building with multiple levels. Weird that this vent opens into another room instead of outside, though. Just beyond the chairs, in the very corner of the room, there was something peeking out. A person's legs? I felt my chest tighten. Is he also passed out? Hello? Can you hear me? No response. Damn it. There's got to be a way inside this room. Eva, can you let me down? Gladly. I think I'm going to have to change her voice a little bit so that it's not quite so close to his. There's someone in there? I think it's a guy. He's lying on the floor and I'm pretty sure he's passed out. He might know something we don't, though. If we're not there when he wakes up, we might lose him. The room's on the level above ours, you said. Right, which means there must be stairs somewhere. I have to find them. Okay, thanks. I'll confirm the choice just in case you get any second thoughts. What are you going to say? What is it? Nothing. Okay, cool. So can I just press the R key and leave? I guess. I don't know where the stairs are. Maybe they're behind us. As soon as I was out of the water, I threw on my socks and shoes and ran straight to the door. Oh. Ugh, I don't like this hallway. Upon leaving the room, I was greeted with an equally derelict hallway. The walls and floor were old, matted colour with nothing on them. No wall decor, no windows, no life whatsoever. However, there was one thing that stood out. At the very end of the hallway, where the corridor took a sharp turn, it looked as if sunlight was hitting the wall. Does that mean there's an exit right around that corner? Don't go running off without me. Huh?
I've already inspected the rooms in this hallway, so you can just ignore them.
When did you do that?
Well, you were asleep. You weren't waking up despite my best efforts, so I decided to investigate on my own.
Hang on, your best efforts?
Poking you in the face, dragging you by the feet. I even bridle carried you at one point.
Not sure I can believe that.
Anyway, I haven't checked what's upstairs. I didn't walk too far from where you were lying.
You didn't think to get help?
You were obviously breathing.
That doesn't answer the question.
You only started to wake up after I returned from my search.
How does that get in the way of finding help? Unless she didn't want to leave me here alone? I can't figure her out at all.
This floor didn't turn up anything useful, by the way. The rooms were just a bunch of storage closets, completely dilapidated, filled with random stuff.
That was the case for every room?
If you don't believe me, you can check for yourself.
As my great-grandmother... What? Okay. As my great-grandmother's brother's friend's motivational calendar once said, you can't progress if you don't have the will to move. Oh, this is the guide. Okay. I was gonna say, why would he say that? Use the WASD keys to walk. If you're in a hurry, hold shift to sprint. Proceed with caution. You never know what could be hiding around the corner. Oh, it's so funny. This is kind of cool. You actually get to walk around. It's awesome. I cannot talk to her. It's a little bit loose on the mouse. I could probably adjust that in the settings, but...
See? I told you.
There is stuff in here, though. The room was almost identical to what Eva had described earlier. There was no real organization or meaning to anything. It was just filled with completely random crap.
What did I tell you?
It's definitely a messy place.
Yes, that's right. Let's move on now.
I should probably just listen to her. There was no reason for me to look inside this room, especially when we might have found help. No, wait, the boxes say, like, Damon Industries, and there's, like, paint, I think I saw? Clearly not helpful. I don't know why you came in here. Oh, I got turned around. There's like light. Oh, it's reflecting off like water on the floor, I think. I don't think that's a seam. Anyway. The guide lied to me. Although there is an arrow. What does that say? Cat? It's probably caution, right? Caution, yeah. Cat ion? No, I don't think it's a cat ion. Ew, I don't like these stairs either. This place is like if floor 3 of V3's Academy was the whole thing. The upper floor was in a lot better condition than the one below, but that wasn't saying much. Water stains covered some parts of the walls and ceiling. I could only guess a pipe had broken and started leaking. There didn't seem to be any mold at the very least.
The room with the unconscious man should be above and adjacent to the boiler room. That means it must be on the other side of this hallway, correct?
Yes, given we walked away from the boiler room to get here.
All right, let's investigate.
There's a lot of stuff going on. That's in the music. I thought that was a door opening. Ugh. What is this a painting of? A bird woman. Anyway. I think I'm going the wrong way. These are the dorms, I'd imagine. This is like a... This looks like the guy's mask from the, like, snowboarder dude's mask. So, I don't know what direction the stairs went, though. I guess they were at the end of the hall, to the left. I don't know. I'm just gonna click on things. I can't figure this out.
This is definitely not the room with the man. It's too close to the stairs.
Right. I mean, I know that. It just let me click on it, so I wanted to. Okay, we're going way too far now, I think. I don't like the rabbit person either. Honestly, this one, despite probably being the scariest inherently, it looks nicer to me because it, like, blends together. It's not quite as creepy to me. Sheesh. Owls always gave me the creeps. What? How can you be creeped out by owls? Huh. I've seen this painting before. What? Well, the version without the mask. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. It was ages ago, during middle school, I think. My class visited a very fancy museum. All this time, I've been remembering the man as a jester. He doesn't even have the right clothes. Kind of suspicious. Is it this room? No. Ooh. It's the eyes. That's what are creeping me out. Oh, okay, no, it's fine. I don't like giant eyes. I think I've told you this many a time. This actually isn't so bad because they're not pupils with, like, irises, you know? Whereas this one looks like it is, and that's why it's bad. This must be the room. Taking a deep breath, I pushed open the large doors. Ugh. Oh no, the painting above with the teeth above the fireplace? Ew. I don't like that. Wow, a pretty stylish looking place. It's a lot better maintained than the rest of the building. Okay, the vent should probably be... Oh, hi. Yeah! Oh? Before I had a chance to react, the woman drove her fist directly into the side of my head. Ah! Who the hell are you? What the... Who the hell are you? Shit, why did you just hit me? I'm not gonna embrace a stranger with open fucking arms. You could have been a murderer. So your instinct is to attack everything you see? Okay, sure. I'm sorry, I had to read that twice. Hey, I already spared one guy in a suit. I'm not letting my guard down a second time. A guy in a suit? Yes, that was me. Hello. This guy, the outfit he's wearing. We've met before, haven't we? I was about to say, I recall seeing your faces on the train. Yeah, there they are. the smile from the girl with the red hair. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the two of you were standing next to each other. Do you guys know each other? Not at all. We've only formally met a few minutes ago. Oh. Well, you were still knocked out by that sleeping gas stuff, right? Soybean? What does that mean? Don't remind me, soybean. And what? Yeah, that's right, I said it. You're a soybean, just like this loser next to me. I'd disagree, but we should focus on what happened on the train. Don't know what the fuck happened, but one second I was on the train, the next I was surrounded by total darkness. The place I was in is like solitary confinement chamber. Thought I was gonna suffocate in there. What are you talking about? See that pantry over there? You were in the pantry? It's kind of funny. Yes? Turns out the door was unlocked. You were inside that pantry? Oh, he was inside the pantry. Oh, no. She kicked open the door. He was here. That I think. Yeah, okay. Oh, I see the vent. There it is in the background. When she kicked open the door, I nearly jumped out of my skin. What the hell were you doing while she was in there? I just went into that voice. That's not even the right one. What the hell were you doing while she was in there? Waking up. Huh? Wasn't it unfair? I got stuffed in some tiny pantry while this guy had the entire floor to himself. Whoever's responsible for this must have been jealous of my talent.
You won't believe how many jealous bastards turn violent in this industry.
Maybe it's not golf then. Industry?
What's with the dumb face? You know who I am, right?
Am I supposed to?
Uncultured swine!
Hey, okay, no, I did get it. Okay. Ultimate golfer. I don't think we got an intro for the other... Oh, she hasn't told us her ultimate yet, that's why. The ultimate golfer? Of course. Since the two of you are on that train, that means your ultimates as well. What about you? Can you tell me your ultimate talent? Lawyer. Here's my card. Funny. Does the law profession give out sheep badges now? I mean, I guess it makes some sense. Because he looks prim and proper, right? Also, the name Wolfgang is very fun. I think this voice shall stick to him indeed. A lawyer. That's much better than being a golfer, but for such a young-looking guy, I didn't expect him to have a talent like that. His age must be part of what makes him an ultimate. You look confused. I'm not confused, it's just... I look too young, is that what you think? I get it a lot. Even Miss Madison has said it.
'Cause that's true.
Well, don't you think the same could be said for yourself? I'm not wise in the way of sports, but I've always had the impression golf was old man's business. Not that young women shouldn't take the reins. The sport's probably in need of a revival.
It's the tough industry. That's because we gotta fight for recognition, not sit around for 7 years and do F all. Sounds like the average high schooler now that I think about it. Hey, how old were you when you started college?
That's professional information I don't intend to disclose.
You're a piece of work, aren't you?
What happened to talking on the train? Or about the train? These guys seriously have their priorities skewed. I think I'm gonna have to abandon... You know what? That feels good. Even though it's slightly different, something like this seems fine. Even if it doesn't have the British accent. Because everybody's got the British accent. I can't do it.
So, you have them too?
Huh?
We're all wearing the same wrist straps.
Really?
You were busy talking, so I figured you wouldn't notice unless I pointed it out. Wrist strap, you say? Pfft, these fuckers are more like mini shock collars.
Those aren't mutually exclusive.
I heard you the first time. So, you tried taking it off, did you? Yup, same with you.
Actually, it was me who tried taking it off. Stupid thing zapped me when I did. I suspected it wasn't unique to Miss Madison, though I hadn't tried removing the strap myself. Her voice keeps throwing me off, because it's so different from what I feel like it would be. But that's fine, right? It's just, now I'm like, what do I do? Also, the stupid painting of, like, the coyote or hyena with the teeth. I don't like it. Equipping everyone with a strap that shocks them. What could justify doing something like that? Well, what's the purpose behind these straps?
Are you daft? It's to shock us!
The thing is, we seem to receive a shock only if we try to remove it. So, why aren't we allowed to remove these wrist straps? What I want to know is, where's the caveman? Who even put these things on us? The answers to those questions might be something we have to figure out ourselves. It doesn't make sense. For me to be abducted and taken somewhere I don't know, surrounded by a bunch of strangers, and forced to figure out why. It doesn't make any sense. Why is it happening? Hello there. What? Are you talking to me? No, look behind you. Huh? Confused, I turned to see what had captured everyone's attention. Oh, hi. Uh-oh. She's, what is that called? The Shining. That's what it reminded me of with the hallway. Anyway, for a second I thought I was seeing things. Peeking at us from the corner was a small girl. Who are you?
What the? Is that a fucking gremlin?
No! Miss Madison, you'll scare her if you shout like that. She's gonna be evil. Oh no. She's gonna be a Hyoko. I'm scared. Please no. The girl had left her position by the corridor and slid into the room. Now I could see for certain she was a kid. What the hell? Why is there a kid here?
For your information, I am not a gremlin. Did your mother never teach you manners? It's rude to backtalk strangers you haven't even met.
No way! The gremlin can talk!
I just told you, I'm not a gremlin. If we must make comparisons, I'd rather you liken me to something more elegant. For example, a kappa.
Those are not particularly elegant creatures either, but okay. That's not much better. Please be careful what you say to her. This girl seems awfully young.
She doesn't seem young. She is young. What's going on here? Why is there a child wandering around?
You know, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure I also saw you on that train. Yeah, she was hiding in the background. You were hidden behind some people, so we were pretty hard to see. I assumed you were sitting down or something. It didn't even cross my mind you might have been an actual child.
Cowering behind a bunch of strangers, huh? Figures I didn't see you.
See it? I see. She's like,
Gremlin.
what does that even mean? Does she just hate kids, or does she literally think she's like a mythical creature?
Still, what the hell were you even doing on that train?
That's what I'm wondering. A kid's got no business with people like us.
I do not appreciate your misguided comments about my age. I'm a professional, just like the rest of you.
You mean you're an ultimate?
I didn't think children could qualify as ultimates.
Okay.
Must I keep repeating myself? I'm not a child. I'm professional. I'm a professional.
So what is it that you're good at?
So you desire to know my talent, do you?
She could be a poet. I don't think they do traditional dancer. Again, like, you know. I'm just gonna go with poet. Like, specifically haiku and stuff.
Normally I decline further conversation with rude people like you. But given our circumstances, I shall be sanguine on the matter.
Okay.
Ahem.
Oh. That's an interesting one. I like that. Ultimate matchmaker. A matchmaker? Aren't you a bit young for something like that?
The gremlin's obviously lying about having a talent. I bet it snuck its way on the train because it saw all the commotion. That little bastard stuck in here with us.
Now look at what you've done. You've gone and made her upset.
Upset? Of course not. I know better than to take a gremlin seriously.
Oi. Don't think you can just use my own insults against me.
Grace.
What?
So, if I have things right, all 5 of us were on that train. What about the other people who boarded it? Do you think they've been kidnapped as well? That is correct. Apart from us, there are 11 other people.
11 counting us. That makes 16.
That's the same number of people that were on that train. I've become well acquainted with them. The only person I've been avoiding is the frustrating boy I woke up with. You wouldn't believe his manners. And she also woke up with another person. I'm starting to see a pattern here. As does everyone else. Speaking of, would you like to meet the others? I think they should know something about you four.
That would be helpful, yes.
Very well. I shall serve as your guide as we embark on this new journey.
Don't sound so happy about this. This is a kidnapping, not a college orientation. Then again, it's not like I would go to most orientations willingly. Maybe those 2 events aren't so different after all. Okay, sure.
Where are the others right now? Obviously they are outside this building. There's an exit not too far from here. Follow me.
She seems to know more than us. It wouldn't hurt to entertain her.
Let's see what this thing has up its sleeve.
Outside this building? So there's even more to this place than we've already seen? Are there other buildings just like this one? Exactly how big of an area are we exploring? Standing here won't give me an answer. I should find the exit already. How long have I been recording? Almost an hour. I had a feeling it felt like that. I'm guessing after we meet everybody it's going to be over, so I'm just going to keep recording. If this gets split into 2 episodes, it gets split into 2 episodes. I gotta get out of this room. Outside, where are we going? Looks like the others are gone. Whatever, I work better alone. Yeah, this guy's a pleasure to be controlling. I just tried to press the space button to jump. That was silly of me. Here, maybe? No, okay. I think I'm going back the way I was already. Oh, maybe here? No. Oh, nope, found him. Hi, everybody. I can't talk to any of you. Do I have to talk to her? Yes, okay.
Hello. Toshiko isn't happy you fell behind.
I thought you guys would leave without me.
You can save the excuses for Toshiko. I don't really care.
Okay. Whatever you say, lady. Oh, okay, no, I can't talk to them. I just have to get really close. Get really up in their faces, you know. Miss Kayura seems quite acquainted with the layout of this building. We should follow her directions for now. Yeah, I think that's close enough.
About time you arrived, Soybean.
Can you not call me that?
You're late.
You were waiting?
Only 'cause the gremlin insisted. I didn't even realize you fell behind till she said something.
I'm ashamed to say the same.
By the way, what are the others doing right now? Exploring something else, probably.
You don't sound very sure of yourself.
They had the nerve to tell me to stay put while they inspected the area. If they don't want me exploring, then I suppose I'll explore by myself.
Alright. Sounds like she just wanted to show off.
Who cares about that? The guy's here now, so let's go already.
Yes, and then the others will realize their foolishness. Onwards to the great outdoors!
The little girl turned her face to the door, but instead of pushing it open, she reached for a lock I haven't even noticed yet. The door opened with a long, shrill creak, and we finally saw what was waiting outside. 7 clones of this girl. Everybody's suspicious. Oh, look at this. Fancy. Standing before us, bathed in sunlight, was a massive Romanesque courtyard.
Finally, some sunlight.
This courtyard. I wonder if we can escape by climbing over these hedges. Hedges are tall, but if we found a rope... I doubt it's that easy. The devices we're wearing would probably shock us.
Let's see if you're right. Go on, Soybean, climb the hedge.
What the...
Unfortunately, it's pointless to climb the hedges.
How do you know?
If you take a closer look at the sky, you should understand.
The sky?
Yes. Do you see anything strange?
I mean, it looks like a skybox. Anything strange? No, there's nothing standing out to... Wait. Huh? As my eyes tried to adjust to the glare of the sun, I noticed it. The shape of the clouds weren't normal at all. No, it's almost as if they were concave. The sky, it's curving inwards. Could it be? Are we looking at a hologram?
Of course, of this size? No way! It's gotta be a 360 projection or something.
You mean The sky we're looking at is actually a video panorama. It sounded completely ridiculous when I said it out loud, but at the same time, it made too much sense.
Is this a 360 project? If this is a 360 projection, wouldn't that mean we're inside some sort of dome? Such is the truth I have long recognized.
That's...
Wait, you know the sky was fake? Why'd you call this dump yard the great outdoors?
It was for dramatic effect. In truth, I haven't seen natural sunlight since the moment I woke up here.
No sunlight? You didn't see any windows in the building?
No, none at all.
No windows means no oxygen. We might be suffocating as we speak.
We've survived this long. I think we'll be okay. You're acting far too nonchalant. Doesn't this place bother you at all? It's a dome with a fake sky. That's like something out of a movie.
Maybe whatever brought us here wanted to recreate the feeling of being outside, in lieu of actually letting us outside.
Sure, if you want to make broad assumptions.
In a situation like this, making assumptions is all you can really do.
Fair. Whether or not the sky really is a projection, it's not something we can do much about. For now, we should remain focused on meeting the other students. Oh, that girl is still sniffing.
Huh? Above the inane chatter, I heard a quiet, high-pitched noise, sort of like a mouse's squeak. It was so unlike the current conversation, it automatically stood out.
Hey, can you guys stop talking for a second?
Is there a problem?
Do you hear that?
Hear what?
It almost sounds like whimpering. Okay, funny.
Wait, I just heard it. Oi, who that's crying? Quit hiding and come talk to us.
Do ignore the shrew. Her bark is worse than her bite.
Who are you calling a shrew?
I thought she was calling the crying person a shrew. I was like, that's a little mean.
The crying seemed to have stopped, but whoever it was refused to come out. Can we just leave them be? If they don't want help, it's not our issue.
Don't be so heartless. This could be someone in need. To the girl that is crying, please excuse my friend here. None of us are here to hurt you, so I think you should come out. Hiding will only make you more scared.
Do you really think that's going to convince them? Oh, well, it did.
Huh?
What did I...
I don't remember what her voice was. I don't remember. So we're gonna do this.
Oh, actually, she had the Aroha thing going on, right? I think she did, yeah.
Hello. I wasn't,
How about you tell us your name first?
Okay. Nice read. I like that. That makes some sense. It's sort of in line with, like, the Nutcracker and stuff that I was thinking of, because they have a sword fight, don't they? Anyway. She's certainly not wearing fencing gear. But that's a good thing, because, it wouldn't look good. Anyway.
Ultimate Fencer, was it? That's strange. Someone who's prolific at fighting should have a reason to hide from people. Actually, it doesn't focus as much on courage as people think.
Yeah, it's mostly just about... it's like a game of chess, almost. Like, there are set moves that you and your opponent know, and you're just trying to outmaneuver them, essentially. Which is basically what she's saying, but I wanted to say it in my own words first.
The key to fencing is the ability to predict your opponent's moves, along with having the agility to avoid them. Acting brash may get you the first move, but it's a steady analytical mind that secures the win.
That's kind of impressive.
Oh, thank you. I get really excited when it comes to the subject, and I can't help but gush. But I have to ask, why were you hiding from us?
She stood there quietly, deep in thought.
When I woke up, I had no idea where I was or why I was here. There were several strangers around me. They were all so panicked as well. I felt like a mouse caught in a trap.
The Nutcracker again. It's all coming together.
Everything around me was so suffocating. That's why I ran away immediately. I really don't like it when people can see me like that. I can't even call my mom. My phone wasn't on me when I came to.
If it's any reassurance, it seems my friends here and I are in the same situation. That's probably...
That's the British accents are good. Okay.
That's probably the last thing she wants to hear. And since when were we friends?
Was there anyone with you when you woke up? Yes, but I didn't get to talk to them before I went into flight mode. Sorry.
So this girl's just as clueless as us. Seems she also passed out on the train. Damn it. What the hell is going on here?
Were you the only people in that building, by the way?
Miss Kayara is currently introducing us to everyone else. Would you like to join?
I think I want to stay where I am.
Very well. When I meet the others, I'll tell them to gather here. That way you won't be alone. Also, if everyone's together, we can discuss our next course of action.
Yeah, I'll wait here if it makes things easier for everyone.
Many thanks, Miss Talner. Compared to before, she looked a lot calmer. Wolfgang knew how to handle the situation pretty well, but maybe he just knows how to handle people in general. Yes, it's admirable.
True. That's funny. He's the exact opposite of my lawyer that I'm making for Danganronpa International. Well, I guess we're just exploring this grassy area. Actually, can I save the game? I don't know how to bring up the menu. There we go. There we go. Okay, yeah. Okay, I will save it there. I will make a poll. I really don't know if there's much more to this, is the problem. I might have to... You know what? I'm just going to pause the recording really quick. Whoops, I clicked on the wrong damn window. That's my bad. Now, it seems like there's more here than I was expecting, which is never a bad thing. So here's what I'll do. I don't expect this is just the prologue, right? I don't expect this to be more than like 3 episodes worth of content. So I will continue doing Eden's Garden until we get to the end of the demo here. And then after that gives me plenty of time to catch up in Your Turn to Die. And then we'll go into Your Turn to Die for like the end of the month here. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Impressions so far, you know? It's impressive. I knew it would be. Because I saw a video, I think, showing off, like a development video, showing off what they were working on at the time. And they were working on like a 3D area that was like a staircase with some sort of glass column in the middle. I think that's mostly what I remember from it. And I remember seeing a few of the character sprites and being like, this looks pretty well produced. And so far the writing is good too. I think it's a very good idea for Danganronpa games to introduce the characters in slow little bursts like this. Which is exactly what I want to do for my game. You're going to hear that a lot from me, because not only does this game have the ultimate lawyer in it, but one of the characters we've met so far, I won't spoil who, is very similar to a character that is important in the early game of the one I'm writing, which I think is interesting because, well, obviously I'd never seen this before today, so it's completely just... I think it's a symptom of playing Danganronpa and wanting a character like that, you know? You'll see what I mean when the game comes out. Yeah. Anyway, I got Golfer right. I think that's the only one I've gotten right so far. We'll see about the future. Thank you all for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you're new here and you're just swept up in the hype of Eden's Garden, I got lots of Danganronpa stuff, so you could subscribe. And yeah, we will continue next time on Wednesday. So I will see you then.
Bye-bye.